Hey guys, Steve here with Muse Themes. Let's have a look at Profile. Profile was initially built as a demo site for our onload animator widget. That's a widget that animates elements when they load into the browser. We just love this demo so much though that we finalized it and wanted to release it to members. Now, despite being a single page file, there's actually a lot to it and a lot going on. So I just want to take a minute to explain kind of the back end of this site. Initially, when you look at it, it is a single page site and it's designed to be just a quick online profile or resume. And at the top here, we have kind of a full width, full screen image with a brief overview. If we scroll down, all of your experience and kind of resume items animate in, and we've got some kind of technical skill bars here. Keep scrolling down, we have a clients slider with some logos in it, a testimonials area, and then lastly, contact info and social media icons. Up here in the top corner, we also have a expanding wedge menu with contact info in it as well. So some tricky little things here, and beneath the surface, actually a fairly complex file. So let's jump into Muse and I'll show you how it works. So when we open up the profile file, you'll see here that we have the site with actually just a few breakpoints. We tried to keep that simple. And then along the left side, we have a ton of widgets. And these are all the onload animator widgets. As I said, this was originally built as a demo to showcase what this widget could do. So starting from the top down, let's talk about this wedge menu. Now the main component of it is a state button. And what we've done is we've animated the different states of this button. So when I'm clicked on it, it says normal, and you can actually see there's a text frame in there that we can't really see the text, and it's transparent in its normal state. But if I change the state button to rollover, then we can see the text that's within. And the way that we've actually animated this wedge in the corner is we've placed some custom code in the page and page properties area, and it says HTML for head, and there's some custom code in here to animate that. So if you don't want that wedge, you can delete it out. You can delete all that code out. It's up to you. But initially, that's how you're going to change the elements in here by just going to the rollover state and editing the text. Next up, we have this kind of full screen hero image. For this, we've used our superhero widget, so that forces it to be full width and full height. So changing this image is as simple as revising the fill up here. Right now, we've got just kind of a large image set at scale to fill, but you can put anything you want in there. This text is just simple text. Now, they're all grouped within a state button to make sure they kind of play nice together, but clicking into it and changing it is the same as changing any text on a Muse site. Next, we get down to our resume items. These are exactly the same as the text above. Just click and edit. Below that, we have, of course, our logo slider. Now, the logo slider is a standard Muse composition. So you'll notice when you open the flyout panel, this is actually Muse's default panel. This isn't one that we custom code in. So editing this is the same as editing any Muse composition. You can go ahead and just click into the target area, and you can delete elements within. You can move elements around. This is a really flexible little widget, and you shouldn't have any problems editing that. Lastly, of course, we just have our testimonials and our contact info. That's all standard stuff. So one thing I want to kind of run over here is how the animations work. So we did use paragraph styles for all of our text, so you can quickly revise your text throughout the single page site. But keep in mind the animator widget uses graphic styles. So you see there's a lot more graphic styles in this panel. And on the elements on the right here, you can see it says onload animator, and then it lists the graphic style that it's currently using. So in this case, onload animator graph style is bar 1 graph, and bar 1 is this bar on the right, the first one at the top. So that makes sense. So each of these, you just need to identify what style it's using and what element is using that style. And the best way that you can do that is if you go into your graphic styles panel and you find a style. Let's say we have something like this mask style. If I actually control click on that, we can go to style use, and when we click where it is on the page, Muse jumps to where that style is being used. So in this case, that mask is used on this animated arrow. So that's going to be the best way for you to find what element is being used in each of these onload animators. So that's a quick overview of how to edit the profile single page theme. Now keep in mind that this was meant to be a quick snapshot of somebody with a brief resume or brief info about them, but I wouldn't recommend that you try and convert this to be a multi-page site. I think you'll find it's challenging. There's a lot going on this site, and it was designed to showcase a more advanced application of our onload animator widget. Thanks again for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Cheers.